Good morning, folks, or afternoon, whenever you're watching. Today, I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment on drawing using the image of a snowman. And the reason I do choose the snowman is because we all know what they look like. We don't need a photograph to copy. And I want to do a few drawings so you can compare your abilities between which hand and what kind of approach we're going to take. So to start, I'm going to just divide my page down the middle and just draw a simple snowman with the head. Give the body a little bit of a wiggle here and there. Make it interesting, a little flat on the bottom, maybe something like that. How about a hat? A little top hat. Eyeball made of coal, of course. A carroty nose. Smiley face. Some buttons made out of coal, once again. And some arms made out of sticks. All right, so we draw that with our hand that we normally draw with. Then I want you to draw, then I want you to copy that snowman. This is a little bit different because you'll see that this goes slower because you're actually trying to copy the exact image that you've drawn before. This is why it's so challenging to work from photographs sometimes. You know, when I first drew it, you have a very natural approach to it, but now we're hesitating because we're observing and trying to get it to look the same rather than just drawing from our imagination. All right, so we get our arms. And you really have to look back and forth to really get it. And see, I can get a little lopsided. It's like a snowman with a bag over his head is what it looks like here. Okay, so we got to do the hat. Again, something like that. So let's fill in those eyes. So this is my right hand. This is a copy. All right, so we're going to put that aside. Turn the page, and then we're going to, once again, go down the middle, and we're going to draw a snowman with the hand that we do not normally use to draw. You can see that this is, for me, as it's going to be for most people, it's a great deal more awkward. And I'm not looking at my snowman, my original, to copy. I'm just trying to do it just again from my imagination. It'll be the same because I just did it, so it's kind of fresh in my memory. But you can certainly see how much more challenging it is to do it that way. Now, some of you probably can do it. I've never been able to draw with my left hand. All right, so let's see. And then we're gonna go back to the hand we normally favor, and we're gonna draw a snowman without looking at it. And really, I'm not looking, except I'm gonna start with the hat. I'm gonna start at the top, and I'm gonna shut my eyes and look away and try to do it without looking. You know, this is a screwy exercise because you know you have no idea what you're doing. So there's mine. Looks like a 3-year-old did it. No offense to 3-year-olds, because some of them can draw pretty darn well. All right, so moving on, we're going to do one with a continuous line. And once again, I'm going to start, this time I'll start at the bottom. I'm just going to, nope, going to start at the top. And if you remember from before, a continuous line drawing is one in which you do the entire drawing without lifting the pencil. You have to go over some lines a couple times. You know, you don't want to take necessarily the shortcut. All right, so there we have a continuous line drawing. And then one last thing, is to do him upside down. And this is a reminder that when you're doing a portrait, We kind of agonize, those of us who don't normally do portraits somewhat agonize over trying to get a likeness, and it's challenging, and we go very slowly. One of the greatest tricks I ever learned, besides looking at the picture in the mirror, is that is to reverse it, is to turn your photograph, if you're working from a reference photograph, is to turn it upside down and copy it upside down. And because what it does is it forces you to not be so married to every little thing, and you can do a better job with portraiture by copying something upside down. And so here we go. All right. Little arms. And you can see that's a fairly reasonable copy. And I did it quickly because I was not really looking back and forth all that much, because I didn't want to look at every position and every relationship of every line. All right, so having done all that, I'm going to go back to our original and just do a little bit of shading. Give them a little bit of a rounded shape. Let's say our light source is up in the left-hand corner like that. So we tend to, darken around these edges a little bit. Round him out some. See, I kind of draw in a bit of a scribbly type of style. Looks like he's got a beard. I better darken up some of that smile. Fix the hat a little, darken underneath. And what is a holly sprig, something like that on his hat. Yeah, it's a holly sprig, come on. Close enough, a couple of berries. All right, rat up the coal a little bit. Darken this arms. And I don't know why, but I'm told that broomsticks are a common armament for snowmen, and I don't know what that legend comes from, but there you are, a little bit of a broomstick for him. Maybe it's to brush the snow off the sidewalk. I don't know. Maybe it's a witch snowman that rides the broomstick in Halloween. I just don't know. So there you go. All right, thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.